You start to recognize the signs without anyone having to spell them out. Replies get shorter. Plans turn vague. Let's hang out soon slowly becomes another way of saying never. There's always that friend who swears they'll call once life settles down. But life never settles down. Over time, you develop what psychologists describe as hypervigilance. Not the kind that makes you jump at shadows, the kind that makes you precise. You begin noticing small patterns most people overlook. A slight change in their voice, the familiar excuses that somehow always work in their favor, the way effort keeps moving in only one direction. This is not negativity, it is observation. You are not assuming the worst, you are collecting evidence, and the evidence keeps backing you up. You become fluent in emotional absence. You can hear what "I've just been really busy" actually means without it being said out loud. Promises stop feeling hopeful and start feeling scheduled to fail. Every "we should catch up" ends right on time, exactly the way you expect it to. After watching this same cycle play out with enough people, surprise disappears. So you stop making a scene. You do not confront. You do not explain. You simply pull back, quietly. You stop reaching out. You stop pushing. You wait to see if they notice. Most of the time, they do not. And that silence answers every question you had. The deepest loneliness you ever felt did not come after you stepped away from people. It came before that. Sitting among friends and still feeling unseen. Being in a relationship and realizing you were emotionally on your own. Being physically alone did not create the loneliness. It just removed the illusion that it was not already there. Here is the part that surprises people. It does not hurt the way you imagined it would. The holidays spent alone. The birthday that passes without messages. The crisis you handle by yourself because there is no one to call. You expected pain. What you found was quiet. And quiet slowly became something you valued. People cannot understand why you would choose isolation over connection. What they miss is this. For you, isolation is not the opposite of connection. It is the absence of rejection. It is the one place where you cannot be left behind because no one is close enough to walk away. You are not cold. You are aware. You are not shut down. You are guarded. This is not a decision to abandon connection forever. It is a refusal to keep accepting a damaged version of it, over and over again. It is saying this clearly. If relationships mean constant imbalance, endless effort with no return, performing for people who never show up, then you would rather have none at all. Here's the part nobody really explains when you decide to choose yourself. It is not selfish. It is necessary. It is survival. It is the moment you realize you cannot keep giving what you no longer have to people who treat you like a convenience store. Open when they need something. Ignored the moment they do not. And here's the strange truth. You are not the villain in their version of the story. No matter what gets said when you are not there to speak for yourself, you are simply the person who stopped waiting around for others to show up and finally started showing up for yourself instead. Maybe someday you will open that door again. Maybe you will meet someone who makes connection feel steady instead of threatening. Maybe you will find people who show up without being chased, reminded, or begged. Maybe. But right now, you are protecting the part of you that still remembers what hope felt like. You are guarding that small inner spark by refusing to let anyone extinguish it again. Because walking away from everyone is not the absence of love. It is the presence of self-preservation. It is your nervous system finally drawing a line and saying this cannot continue. You are not cold. You are staying alive. You are not quitting. You are finally putting yourself first. And those walls you built, they are not a prison. They are protection. They are the reason you are still standing. They are giving you the space to recover, to rebuild, to become someone who may one day be ready to try again, but only in ways that respect who you are. You are here now, in the quiet, in the space you created by removing everything that was slowly draining you. It may not be the ending others expected for you, but it is the one that is keeping you whole. If this spoke to you, watch the next video and subscribe. This channel is not about judging your patterns. It is about understanding them and learning how to build connection without losing yourself in the process.